Hey y'all. So I know that I've been gone for a long time, but we are coming back, or I am coming back with something new. I have started Amazon FBA, or really just Amazon because I'm doing FBM and FBA. But I started Amazon FBA, and I wanted to document my journey and show you guys my wins, my losses, just everything from the start. Yeah, so that you guys can potentially learn from me and learn from my mistakes, my wins, my everything. So this video today is just going to be about how to source for products when you are a new beginner, like fresh account. I just want to point out that a lot of people, they have these Excel sheets that have like all these ASINs and all these products, and essentially they'll give you like 40 something pages of these ASINs of these products. You'll search through them and then you'll see that a lot of the products that you're not even approved to sell, or if you are, it's just not profitable. My bad if I'm looking this way because I'm looking at my computer. And then I've come to find out that it's just extremely frustrating. I feel like I've ran into that wall, but I finally gotten a breakthrough with finding products that I am eligible to sell and that are profitable for me. I do want to point out a disclaimer that Amazon has like changed, I feel like within the past like 2 to 3 years. Like their rules and regulations have changed with new sellers. It is a little bit harder to get approved for brands and things like that. They're just cut down and they're being a little bit more strict. And gating is a whole different like topic and a whole different thing, and I will make a whole different video for ungating. But I will let you guys know that I've still been able to get ungated with Target invoices. What I'm figuring out is that it's best to get sales on your account. It's best to try to just get your feet wet and get sales on your account so that it is easier for more products and categories to become auto ungated to you when you have sales history. So what I have been doing is essentially storefront stocking. And mind y'all, before you be like, oh, I've heard this before, just hear me out. At first it was not easy for me because I'm like, okay, I'm storefront stocking and I'm still not finding stuff. It's just getting really frustrating. Like I'm not finding stuff, and if the things that I do find, again, they're not profitable, like what's going on? So I decided to start off doing FBM. Mind you, I will not be doing FBM my whole like journey with this, absolutely not. This is just for me to get sales in the door so that it would be easier for me to become ungated in other products and categories and kind of speed the process up. But for me, I found that doing FBA products are more profitable. Like you'll find a product that isn't necessarily very profitable with FBA, but if you switch the toggle to FBM on Selling Amp, it'll be profitable for you after you've calculated your shipping or estimated your shipping and things like that. I try to have my ROI at 35%. Again, this is just mainly for me to get sales in the door. So I don't really care if my profit is I don't really care if my profit is not super high, as long as I'm making something back and not like it being a loss, I'm fine. But again, this is just for beginners who are just trying to get some sales history in their account. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I end up figuring this out. And mind you, I am in the works of making my own Excel sheet to be able to give out to you guys. I already have like a lot of products on there that I am ungated in, and mind you, my account is fresh, no sales history, nothing. So I am making that so that all these people can stop giving y'all these Excel sheets with products that are not profitable or that you're gated in, because that's like really frustrating. So this is what I do. So I shoot for FBA sellers. I know that when you're doing FBA, like yes, you can storefront stock for FBA when you're doing FBA, but since I told y'all I'm doing FBM right now, which means fulfilled by merchant, which means fulfilled by me, I am looking for those specific sellers. So this would be technically a product that I am eligible to sell, and that I am planning on buying. Now this is going to be my only example because this is a product that I'm buying, and clearly obviously you guys can buy this product too, but I don't want everybody to tank the listing or oversaturate this listing, so I may not actually buy this product, I don't know. But anyways, this is just an example. So essentially what I do is, okay, I see that I'm eligible, yes, to sell a product, yes, to sell a product. I'll make my toggle, FBM, And then what I'll do is I'll search the product. So I'll click on it here to pull it up on Amazon. And I see, because sometimes it's like a 2-pack, a 3-pack, 4-pack. So you need to pull it up on Amazon just to make sure, you know, how many is in this pack or whatever it may be, what's the quantity. So I pull it up on Amazon first, just to see and make sure what the quantity is and, you know, all the weight and things like that. And of course you switch it, toggle it back to FBM, because if I was doing an FBA, I wouldn't be profitable. So this one's actually a really good product. So I make sure I check all my criteria. I make sure that my BSR is under 100K, or, you know, within 100K and under. It can be over 100K, but it needs to stay within the 1 or 2% range. And then, you know, it needs to have a good amount of sales a month. So this particular product sells 200 times a month. There's no variation, so I don't have to go in and do the math or use Keepa to see if this one, you know, how many times this one actually sells a month. So that's good. My max cost is gonna be $24.60. And mind you, we need to get 3 of them. So I look at that, and then the next thing that I look at is how many sellers is on here. There's only 10. Oh, I don't even know if I want to do this one on this one, because there's only 10 offers on this one. And you guys are probably gonna hop on it, which sucks. But it's okay. I'm doing this for the people. But yes, so there's only 10 people on here, which is really, really, really good, like super good. And then I look at my charts and make sure that the offer count is basically, you know, steady. I'm sorry, not the offer count, but I make sure that the sales rank is, you know, essentially steady, and that the buy box is, you know, has not dropped or anything along those lines. So that's good. And then I make sure that the offer count down here, the purple line, I make sure that that no one has been like dropping off, like the buyers have been dropping off, because it usually means it's like a private label thing, and they're like a notice saying that, you know, you need to get off the listing. So I see that the offer count, it hasn't necessarily dipped much. It just started dipping. So I don't see the actual brand on here, no. And then I do see that the buy box is being shared. So that's really important, because you don't want anyone to hog your buy box. Or if Amazon was on here and all I seen was freaking orange, I wouldn't even hop on it. But yeah, so the buy box is being shared, so that's really, really good. And yeah. So it looks like everything checks out. So once I look at all of that, I'm like, okay, cool. Let's see if we can find it at a profitable price. Copy and paste the freaking name of the product, and then I'll look basically so I'm basically doing online arbitrage. It's just easier like that, especially when you're beginning or you're gated in so many things. It's easier to do online arbitrage, because like when you're out and about in the store and you're like making a list of all the products that you're eligible to sell, it's kind of like a lot to remember, and you're like, oh, so online arbitrage is going to be your best friend in the beginning, especially when you're doing it this way. So I see here that Walmart sells theirs for $6.98. At Home is selling theirs for $5.99. And so I see that this is the cheapest price, and I have an At Home down the street from me. I make sure that's in stock in the store, and it's on clearance right now, so I'm actually going to go buy it. So y'all don't take this listing, please don't. So it's in stock right now, so they're selling for $5.99. Now mind y'all, I do make sure you look at how big the bag is, or how big the product is. This is 28 fluid ounces, so that's why I put it up on Amazon itself, just to make sure. And it says 28 fluid ounces here, so we know that that's the same one, same smell, same everything, right? So what I do now is I calculate. This is another product I found too, but what I do now is I calculate. So I'll do $5.99. So I'll do $5.99 times 3, which is $17.97. So $17.97, and then I calculate my sales tax in there. I think the sales tax in Texas is 6.25%. I think I might be a little bit over, because when I actually go to buy the products, it always ends up being cheaper than what I calculated it. But oh well, I just do this for, you know, just for, you know, crossing my T's and dotting my I's. And so I'll do plus 6.25%, which makes it $19.09. So what I'll go back here. As you can see, I already did this before I made this video, but it's $19.09. So I'm underneath the max cost. my max cost, yeah, y'all can see I'm underneath my max cost, and my profit is gonna be $12.01. So every time I find a product that I get a yes on, I will go to that, I will go here. So when you hover over here, this gives like other people's stores, right? These are other people's storefronts. So then this is what I mean by storefront stocking. And so I'll start from the top of this. I'll click on their store, and then will just, you know, I'll just keep scrolling until I find another profitable product. And mind you, before I even click on any of these, I always look at the BSR and how many times a month it sells before I bother clicking on anything. And again too, I don't even waste time if it's like a big product, a big like brand name product like Annie's organic snacks, like Annie's, this brand right here. I don't even waste my time because I'm like, okay, that's a bigger type of product or a bigger type of brand. I know I'm not going to be necessarily, you know, ungated in that product, so I don't even like really waste my time. Okay, so we're gonna exit out this store just for the sake of the video. We're just gonna see if we can, this is the second seller on here. I believe I'm ungating this one, but we'll see. Okay, so boom, there's another one we found. So mind y'all, when I was looking through FBA sellers and people just like store for stuff, I was not finding this many yeses this quick. Like, I was literally not finding this many yeses this quick. That's why I keep just saying start off with FBM just to get your sales in. So here we have Peroxyl, a 16 ounce by Colgate. So what we'll do is, again, we'll toggle it to FBM. See, my BSR is under 100K. It sells 1,000 times a month. Make sure it doesn't have any variations so that we're not looking misguided or misleaded. Okay, it doesn't have any variations, and our max cost can only be $10.03 on this. So what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna go to Amazon just to make sure this is not a 2-pack or anything along those lines. Okay, we see here, it doesn't look like it's a 2-pack, but I'm still gonna go to item details just to make sure. So no, it's only one unit in here. It's a 16 ounce. Yeah, so what we're gonna do now, like I told y'all, copy and paste the title of it. We're gonna go to Google, and then copy and paste that, and boom. So we see here, and it needs to be a 16 ounce if I'm not mistaken. So let's check out Walmart. 16.9. Did it say 16.9 on here? This one just says 16 ounces. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, so it is a 16.9. If you zoom in, like on the actual picture of the bottle, it says 16.9, but on the listing, it just says 16 ounces. So 16.9 is what we're looking for, which is basically what Walmart just had. But mind y'all, our max cost can only be $10.01. So, and this is already $9.86. So if we do $9.86, so if we do $9.86 plus 6.25%, that's gonna give us $10.48 if you round it up, because the 6 makes the 7 to 8. So it'll be $10.48. So we'll get it for probably a little bit cheaper because like I said, I'd be like over calculating the sales tax, and like things always come out cheaper than what I expect. But yeah, so essentially we're like right there on it, but it's just not enough for us to like go and get it, basically, because mind you, you still have to calculate in the shipping cost. So the shipping cost of those soaps, like the profit is $12. Those soaps, you know, you would still have to minus your shipping costs from that. So again, like I said, the profit, it may not be that much, but it gives you sales history so that you can get ungated in bigger names, bigger products, different categories faster. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long, but I think, and this is a smaller size here, Target, CVS, so you guys get it. That's how I've been able to find and create my list with so many products that I'm approved for and that are actually profitable to me even after the shipping. So I just want to come on here and just give y'all that, because that's what I was struggling with the most, and now that I have figured it out, then I wanted to share that because not a lot of people are sharing that. I will let you guys know when I'm done with the list that I'm creating, and then if you guys want another video on like ungating, we can do that. I can do that as well, or just what products that you guys need to, you know, start off with or whatever it may be. I can do that. Again, I'm still a beginner. I'm still trying to get sales in and everything like that. I have products already listed and things that are already found, but I'm, you know, still trying to get my sales in, still trying to get my feet wet. Again, this is just me, you know, going through my journey with you guys, and you guys just seeing everything from the start to finish. So I'm not an expert on anything, but if I can share anything that can help, then I definitely will. But yeah, so thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.